Hey guys, I'm Brittany. I post videos about plants and projects from my quarter-acre yard in Maryland Zone 7A, and today it is mid-October, so I am doing a video on some of my favorite fall blooming native plants for this area. As I mentioned, I'm in Maryland Zone 7A, but definitely look these plants up if you're not in this area. A lot of these plants have a very broad native range throughout the East Coast and even the broader United States. If you're looking for a specific plant, you can jump ahead using the chapters linked below. Otherwise, let's start off with one of my favorites. Okay, the first one is one of my absolute favorite perennials to recommend to people. Not only do I love how late this one blooms, I love the color of this one, and this is Aromatic aster. Now, asters come in a few different colors, but I really like this specific variety. This one is called Radon's Favorite, and this one is like a purpley, periwinkly blue. It kind of looks different colors and different lights, and as you can see here by all the buzzy bees on it, they absolutely love it. Now, when this one is growing before it flowers, it just looks like a nice green shrub. This one I cut down to the ground every year and then it resprouts. And one note on this one, it does grow quite large and it kind of like tips over on the sides. So about in mid-June, I come in and Chelsea chop this one, which basically just means I cut off about the top half of the plant and then allow it to grow a little bit more so it will be bushier and not as tall and floppy. And last year I totally forgot to Chelsea chop mine and it became super floppy and ended up having a big bare area in the middle. But this year I did remember to chop it and they just look so beautiful in the landscape right now when so many things are dying off. Check out this guy over here. Guy or gal, what's going on back here? What'd you find? You eating something? And next up after the aster, I have to go with goldenrod. So I have several different kinds of goldenrod in my yard. This is the one that is most prolifically in bloom right now. And where I'm at in Maryland Zone 7A, this is what you will see up and down the sides of highways and medians and empty fields. You'll see a lot of goldenrod growing right now. This is a fantastic late season pollinator. And this one is also great because it has a specific type of nectar that pickier native bees need. So it basically, just think of it as like a really high quality nectar. So not only are you providing a late season food source for all pollinators, but you are providing a very valuable food source for a variety of pollinators when lots of stuff has finished its course for the year. And I just love how this yellow and the purple aster looks together here by our pond. And next up we have the yarrow. Now I have a couple different types of yarrow up here. This one is probably my favorite. While it isn't a straight species, which is the white kind, that's a little bit more wild looking. I love these more compact types of cultivar yarrows. So this one is a hot pink, and if you trim this one down, at least in my experience, when I cut this one down, I cut down the dead flowers, which kind of look like this when they start dying off. When I cut these down in August, I will typically get another flush of color sometime in late September or mid-October. And then I also have a red type right here, which I just added this year. This is actually the first time this one has bloomed. I did not end up having to cut anything down on this one because this plant was super small when I popped it in the yard, but I really love this deep red color for fall arrangements. And right next to this red yarrow here, we have a purple coneflower. I have some hybrid varieties of coneflower and some straight species varieties. I can't remember if this one is a hybrid or straight species. I'm pretty sure it is a straight species variety, but I find that when I cut down these dead flowers, much like the yarrow in August as they start to dry and die off, I will typically get another small flush of flowers, and then I will show you guys another that I have over here. This one is definitely a cultivar variety because this one stays much shorter and much more compact than the straight species variety. And the flowers are a little bit more pink, a little bit less purple. This one is still quite a young plant. I put this one in the spring when we did our big front lawn conversion, but I love the different colors of pinks and purples that having these two in the front yard gives me. And I'm probably going to be digging up some of this one next year to add back by the pond for some more late season color. And then last up is this Shenandoah switchgrass. So this is not necessarily blooming. It's not really something I have for the pollinators late season, but it is a gorgeous native grass that I love having around our pond here. And it sprouts up these really pretty wispy fronds that I love to snip and put in arrangements. I like to snip those really tall above where all the flowers are. This one will grow pretty much like as tall as our fence over the years if we let it grow and spread and get taller. But I am looking forward to digging up some of this and putting it elsewhere in the yard because I just love what a nice like meadowy wild feel it gives to this pond area. Okay, that about wraps up my 5 favorite native plants that are fall blooming or just showy in the fall that you can add to your garden. Reminder to look them up based on where you are because these plants have a very large native range, but they may not be native where you are. So definitely always look up plants with your local agricultural extension resource before putting them in the ground. Until my next video, happy planting!